complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Always got some breathing room. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 89 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford, used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. These say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
On second down, Lacey. Strong running by Lacey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And a good little broken tackle run there for the former second-round pick, Eddie Lacy.
He's a big back, and he runs with some power and definitely with some physicality. And enough of those types of runs, as they accumulate, they turn into bigger runs later because after a while, guys don't want to deal with him.
On first down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion. From the shotgun, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. first down throw. Watson. He's going to launch this thing. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw on second is Watson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Lamar Miller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
They begin the drive with Lacey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Again, it's Lacey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now Wilson on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he takes this one down all the near the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Back to the ground, it's Lacey. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Flush to his right. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Out to the flat for Lacey. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. To give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. Now Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Now Watson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it again with Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And some space here. Lamar Miller, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And, oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back near the 25. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Here's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's going to be run over, hit hard as he'll be marked down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Watson on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And his kick is indeed good. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now it's Miller. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Let's go! On 2nd down, here's Miller. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Miller. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Play fake here on first down. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
They'll toss it to Miller. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Now it's Watson. Steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Come on, let's go! Ohio!
After the interception, here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And room there to work it inside the 25. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Texans take possession. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a game. Four on first, and that'll make it second down.
That's it, baby. That's it. Watch tight, watch tight. Tight it right. Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Second down. Here's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And he puts it through. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. run by Foreman to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Here we go.
They run again with Foreman. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Being chased out left. The catch made by Miller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Fresh set of downs here. To throw is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Here's Watson. He's going to go for a big play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers?
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now it's Wilson. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And now out comes Houston. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. The Texans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. On first down, Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Flushed out right. It's caught right side of turns. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And left side here, it's Graham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught outright by Graham. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Lacy. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Big Eddie Lacy denied on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. Oh, what a move. And some room to roam now. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Andre Howell. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go.
Watson hands this to Foreman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, it's Foreman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Michael Bannon, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
Switch up, switch up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now Wilson on first down. It's caught. Lock it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Wilson on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Graham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, Wilson looking for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A swift move, but not a ton to show for it. Tackle just on the other side of midfield. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Texans on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A carry for Foreman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little skeptical
about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Houston, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.